start with the left foot, okay? So you're gonna see how I am covering all the areas that we talked about, okay? And not specifically pinpointing a certain system, okay? So if you go this way, and this is the pathway that you're going to obviously be tested.
Just checking. Only available to members. May not be available on all plans. For more info, visit morewastedcare.com.
And this is part of it too here, okay? You're still warming up the foot, okay? And remember, I'm pushing them by both hands together, okay? And a lot of times I'll just slide on my knuckles down here. Open up all the channels. Okay. And this is where we begin, actually, with the first system that we learned. I'm going to start all the way from the tip of her heel, and obviously I'm going to be running upward, okay? So here we go. As you can see, I'm moving very, there's a slow pace, and I'm not doing practically any sliding at all, because I want to reach every area of her foot, going up her spinal cord, okay? On the foot. And when we get to this area here, actually we're going through a certain area which is called what? The bladder, anyway. We're kind of like hitting that a little bit. But I'm trying to keep in between where the bottom and the top, the side of the foot comes together. And obviously you've seen that I've already shifted my other four fingers around the ankle. I've done it very more naturally without even thinking about it. I'm going to work all the way up. And I'm just going to go through it one pathway. Normally I do 2 or 3, okay? So it would, if you time it, you're just going to add, maybe twice the time. And when I get up here to the base of the big toe, the knuckle there, I am going to do my index finger, because it just works better. It feels more comfortable. And I'm going to take it all the way to the base of the nail, okay? This is all I have to do, okay? So that takes care of that. And while I'm here, I'm just gonna go across and hit the neck area, remember? Of the big toe, the neck area. And then, I normally don't hit the brain area till I come back down, okay? Because I wanna cover the whole spinal area first. And I'm gonna switch hands, and I'm going to come towards the heel now and do the inchworm, okay? Okay, there we go. How's the pressure there, Lindsay?
It's good, thank you.
Okay. And I'm pushing on the very corner of the outside of the thumb, okay? Okay, I'll take it all the way down to the... Okay, there we go. Then I'm gonna come up and I'm gonna, obviously with my index finger, I'm just gonna go straight down. This is the brain area, okay? I'm gonna press just 2 or 3 times, okay? And then I'm gonna do the, obviously the bottom of the foot, the toe, and I'm gonna do quarters, okay? I'm gonna do, I'm going down the center, the medial side of her toe, the center line, and I'm gonna bring it all the way down towards the neck area, okay? And then I'm gonna go back up, and I'm just gonna move a little bit more medial, and I'm gonna be doing the same thing. And I'm gonna go one more time, and I'm gonna bring it all the way from the top, all the way down to the bottom. How's the pressure there on your toe?
It's good.
Okay, then I'm gonna switch my hands, and I'm gonna do the other quarter here, okay? And I'm just gonna go straight down. I'm going to come back up again.
Sorry.
Hold the toe there. And I got pretty good pressure. I'm applying some pressure there, aren't I, Lindsay?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Now I'm going to go back up again. Bring it all the way down. Okay. Then I'm going to switch my hands, and I'm going to start medial. Center line on the big toe, in the middle of the big toe, and then I'm gonna go medial to the foot, okay? And like you can see, I'm using my index finger now. And this time, yeah, okay? And I'm just gonna go straight down. I'm doing the inchworm all the way down to the base, okay? Now come back up. Gonna do the same there. Come back up. There we go. Okay, then I'm going to do the last quarter that I need to do, and I'm going to go down the center again, okay? All the way down there. Come back up. And do that. Okay, we have all that covered now. So now from here, since I'm up here with the toes, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna finish the sinus area, okay? The puffy areas, okay. Let's see. I'm gonna go medial, work my way down, move a little bit more to the right, come down. Just cover the whole, we're gonna cover this whole puffy area, okay? You feeling that, Lynn?
Yes.
Okay. Now what I do, I am going to go over there to the next toe, and I'm gonna do the other half, okay? Okay. And I'm gonna do the same thing to this toe. And pretty much all of it's being covered on this half, isn't it, Lindsay? You feel that?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. There you go. And I'm going to work my way down. Same thing. And get back over there to the pinky. And work my way down. Okay, then I'm going to switch my hands, and I'm going to do the other half, okay? The other half. I want to make sure that I get them all. And I'm stabilizing the little toes with my index finger. See that? And I'm just going to work down. you want to come on this side over here, David, you can, unless you can get it. And we're going to work the same way with the little toes. I'm working the other side. There we go. See that? There we go. And then I'm going to get to this one here. And there we go. Just stretch them out a little bit. Okay, the next step is I'm already here, okay? So what I'm going to do is that we're going to hit the respiratory. And I'm going to start with my left hand, and I'm going to actually inchworm it down. Maybe about a half an inch, maybe closer to an inch, and I'm going to press on this, which is called lymphatic drainage point, and I want to continue going down. And since I'm doing it at the outer edge of my index finger, I'm pushing more medial to the foot, okay? See this? And then right here I'm pressing, and I'm going to continue, okay? And in my sessions, I do this around 3 times, so it does take a little bit longer, okay? And then I'm gonna go what? I'm gonna go up to the next top, in between the 2 and 3, and I am just gonna go straight down. And it's very important to point your index finger going down, okay? And there I go, I'm already to the area that I need to be, and I'm gonna continue going across, okay? Continue going across. You notice how I continue doing that, pressing that inchworming, and I'm not sliding. It's important that we cover every area. I'm going to take it all the way down. So I've already gone across the foot from medial to lateral. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to switch my hands, and I'm going to go lateral to medial, but I am going to be pushing towards the lateral side because we already pushed towards the medial side. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay. And I'm gonna try, just continue going downward, yeah. Position yourself when you're right up against the foot there and you're not really twisting your body around. And then I'm gonna go back up, and I'll be coming down. And it's just remembering the flow of what you're doing. And yeah, okay. If you want to push the lymphatic point there, you can. I mean, obviously I'm already there, so why not? Okay. And since we're here, from here, remember how I go across, okay? We're going across. Just right across. I'm using for my, obviously, the digits finger, and I'm just going across there all the way down underneath the pinky, and I'm going again, okay? Good. Okay, since we're here, and I got my left hand already here, what do you think's next? This area here is what? The knee leg area, isn't it? Okay, it's this triangle right here. I've already covered all this area here. And from here, I'm just going to do the inchworm in this triangle, right in through here, right here. Going 1. You feeling that, Lindsay? Mm-hmm. I'm gonna go down and just move a little bit, lower, and I'm gonna just continue going to about right there. I'm gonna go there, and that covers that area there. Just kind of put my 3 fingers there, make sure I got everything, and just cover it all right in here. And actually, we've hit actually the knee area. Okay, now remember this. We're already here. Okay, so my next step is, since I'm already down here, obviously we're going to come on this way. From here, I'm going to drop, and obviously when I'm here, I'm going to hit this area. See that? Okay. Which is what on the outside? What do we find in this point?
Ovary and
Yeah.
testes.
Okay, so there. Now, this is something extra that we're gonna do because I want to cover all this area. So just think of it as this triangle here. With one finger, I'm gonna start over here by the Achilles tendon, and I'm going to work my way. It's almost like a 45-degree angle. I am going to cover that whole area there. Take it all the way down to the edge of her foot, okay? I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna drop a little bit lower, and see how we're covering everything? Yeah, this is, if maintaining the technique and maintaining covering the whole surface area, obviously we can address the whole body. And then I'm gonna drop back and do another one. There, all the way. You feeling that, Lindsay?
Yes.
Okay, and then I'm gonna drop for the last time and just grab this little corner here, okay? Makes sense, okay? So I've covered all this right here. I didn't go up there to the lymph yet, okay? That's for later. Okay, now from here, since I'm already here, I am gonna switch hands and I'm gonna do the tulip, what I called, and we're gonna get the muscular skeletal. I've already covered all this here. So I'm gonna start here, and I'm gonna inchworm my way all the way up to the base of the little toe. There you go. Okay. And it brings you right here to the base of the little toe. So what do you think's next? I'm just gonna go across since I'm already here. It's a sequence where I don't even have to shift my body or my hands a lot, and we're gonna go all the way across, okay? And right when I just get to the edge of going over the fourth toe, what am I gonna do?
Press.
I'm gonna press
Here.
right here, okay? Right there, I'm just pressing down. And then I'm gonna continue going. Okay, when I get at the very edge of the second and third toe here, I'm gonna press there, okay? You all right? Okay, and then I'm gonna continue going to the edge of the big toe, because I've already done the neck, haven't I? Don't have to go through that again. Okay, there we are. So this is where you're at. And since I'm here, what do you think's next? We're gonna go down to the J, okay? You're already here. You just have to slip down and do the J area, okay? Remember, I go lateral with the J, because I wanna make sure that I'm not doing this number here. I'm going lateral. And then when I get on the other side of that area in here, what I'm gonna do is I'm going to just twist my arm, and I'm gonna face up, and I'm going straight up, okay? All the way to the base of the big toe. And then I'm gonna fill this whole area here. I'm gonna drop back down. And remember, my position of my hands is going up. And we're gonna cover that whole area there. That's 2. That's 3, and about right here. Make sure you just get it covered, okay? I'm gonna go one more time. One more. Good. Okay, since I've been using my right thumb a lot, and since when I pressed here, I pressed lateral, and then when I use my thumb here, I'm going to go up this way so I can push medial, and I don't have to come back on this side anymore when I come back, because I've gotten both sides already, okay? I no longer have to come up this way. And I get that covered. and then I'm gonna shoot down, and it's at the, remember, at the line of the diaphragm, okay? And I'm gonna go straight up. All the way up to the base of her toe. I'm gonna come back down. And I'm gonna finish it here. Okay, and then I'm gonna fill this little gap, which we call the shoulder area, don't we? Okay. Okay. And then I'm gonna switch hands because I'm gonna get everything towards the medial, the lateral side, okay? So I'm gonna do this here. Gonna work my way down again here, between the third and fourth toe. And the second and third toe, okay? There we go. And since I've already addressed this area here, I don't have to go back to it, okay? Since we're here, where are we gonna start now? Digestion, okay. I'm going to use, obviously, my right hand, and I'm gonna start at this corner here. Underneath the diaphragm, we have the great tendon. I'm gonna press here just once, okay? That takes care of that number. Before we go to the digestive system, we want to, when I left the cardio system here, circulatory, let's not forget the diaphragm, okay? Let's do the diaphragm, okay? I'm gonna go all the way underneath the diaphragm, right around this area here. As you can see, this line goes up a little in between the second and third toe. I'm gonna press down because we got solar plexus there. And I'm gonna continue working all the way across. Obviously, we address the diaphragm area, okay? Okay, so from after getting this complete, then we do the diaphragm. Then we start the digestive, what we call the digestive. I'm gonna press. I'm just gonna drop just a little bit, and it's important that I keep that like a 45-degree angle, see? I can visualize the diaphragm. I don't have to go beyond that. And I'm gonna come back here where the great tendon starts, and I'm gonna continue going up, okay? Now, you realize that around here, what are we hitting here? In this area, okay? You can press a little bit harder there if you want, okay? But you're going over it. If you're doing the technique right, you are hitting it. Just in case maybe you were addressing the kidney area because of urinary complications, you know that that's an area that you can press. As long as you know what areas you're being covered is great, okay? And then obviously I stop around the diaphragm, and then I go back down and go underneath that, and I go cut across, 45-degree angle, and it puts me right in here. I come down some more, and in this one here, obviously I'm going to in the direction of what other organ we're going to be hitting over here?
Liver.
In the corner, yeah, right here. This area here is the liver, right there. So there you are, and you keep coming down. Okay, all the way to the edge. Now your hands and your digits are going to get a workout here, so okay? So until you get used to it, you can continue. It's important that you cover this rectangle here, okay? All the way down. And I end up in this corner, okay? Right here, right there. because I started in this corner, okay? Now, you can hit the ileocecal valve if you want before you start the other side, and obviously remember how we go to this bony area of metatarsal? We actually locate it, bring the thumb over, press, and pull away, okay? Right there, okay? So what do I gotta do now? I gotta come back the other way. Since I use my right hand on all this, now I'm gonna use my left hand, and where's my starting point? The liver again, okay? And I just make sure that I press it a little bit. And then I'm already there in that corner, I don't have to do any inchworming. It's when I go back, start at the edge here, and I work my all the way again towards the diaphragm, okay? And what else do we got here besides the liver in this area? It's attached to the, you know, they're really
Gallbladder.
specific. We got the gallbladder too, because you'll be going over that too. And keep going across. Okay, I can already feel the great tendon there, and I stop. And I just go a little lower. The great tendon again. Lower. Okay, there we go, okay? Now we want to fill this gap in here, okay? This is the great tendon. I'm just going to start at the beginning of this is called the hip line, the pelvic area, the heel. I'm going to start there, and I'm just going to work up. You can obviously align the foot in a 45-degree angle. You're not going to be hurting them. And I'm just going to work my way up, okay? And just about right here, what are we hitting? Adrenals. I think Lindsay's asleep, which is good. And then I go back down, and I'm gonna go and finish it off and go back up, okay? I basically do this, 3 lines, okay? Take it all the way up there, and then obviously, you can, while you're down here, if you want to press the bladder, you can. You know it's there, okay? And then you just start from the bottom and work yourself all the way up. All right. Okay, so we've gotten all that, okay? Since we're here, what comes next is the heel area, doesn't it? So I go and shoot across. Shoot across all the way to the other side. I do the same way with this, all the way across. About halfway down, there we go. And right in the middle of the heel, I'm gonna press, and what's that area that specifically is there? Yeah. And then I'm gonna continue. After I press, I'm gonna continue. If you ever have anybody with heel spurs, you don't want to work right on the heel spur, but you can work around it, and it can help them. And I'm gonna continue going down. It gets a little bit, the coordination, working the very bottom of the heel. Take it all the way across. And just, there we go. And then when you get to the bottom, you can just press it like this, okay? But we're gonna wanna come back the other way, okay? And we do the other way, the same thing. We do it with the left hand. We start where the heel mark starts, and we bring it all the way down. I'm going lateral to medial now, okay? Take it all the way across. And if you want to press here in the middle, you can again. If you're not, it doesn't really matter there. You do the sigma colon, and you come all the way across again. And then you just press this corner here, okay. So, now since we're down here, we're actually going to hit the other side of the reproduction organ. Remember how I put my palm on my hand? Since we've already completed this, I'm just going to press it, okay? There we go. And then I'm going to actually cover this triangle here with my middle finger. I'm going to do the inchworm again, and I'm going to cover it, this whole area, this all the way to the very tip here, and I'm going to cover everything there. There we go. Go back, come back the same way. Gets me to rest my thumbs a little bit and continue working. You want to make sure we cover that area pretty good, okay? There we go. Okay, so what's left now is obviously we can hit the lymphatics, we can hit the fallopian tube on the individual. What I do, at this point, I want to make sure that I cover the sciatic, okay, before I start anything else. And what I do is that because I can do the both of them, after I do this side of the reproduction organ, I'm going to use my index finger and I'm just going to go straight up, okay? This is sciatic, okay? All the way up here. And then while I'm here, I'm going to go this way and address it in this manner. I got my thumb, I'm starting up here, and I'm working down, okay? And since both my fingers are around the end of the sciatic where I'm supposed to work it, what do you think comes next? This area here. We can hit the lymph, coming up here, growing area. We can hit all that area, and we come all the way up, and we meet the thumbs in the middle. Okay? See that? Yeah. Start right under here. Posterior to the ankle. Work our way around. It's just, you feel like a little valley there. It's almost like your foot is the shape of your body once you get to know it. And then you do here. Okay? Now we have one thing left, don't we? We come in here and we hit this area. And I just basically try to make sure that I cover it all. I go like 3 different lines. As long as I'm going in this area towards the direction of the ankle, I am making sure that I cover all that, okay? Okay, I don't have to go beyond this here, okay? I'm just doing this area right here. There we go, okay? And did you see how we completed everything? Yeah, so how did that look to you? Yeah, yeah, you cover it all.